Let me break down some facts about the bioresonance scan so you can really comprehend what it is. It is the future of all medical and all holistic, the way they go about getting the data points for you. Like 10 years from now, there'll never be anybody taking a blood test or having you piss in a cup or put shit on a stick in order for you to get information about your body. Instead, all they're going to do is use the frequency data. Simply put, every single cell in your body has a unique frequency signature. And when you are speaking through your voice, or if you put your hand on the device, either way, these technologies or these programs measure those frequencies and then give you a very detailed step-by-step as far as what's going on inside your body. Your level of minerals, your levels of vitamins, your level of fatty acids, the health of your organs, different internalized emotions that show as imprints on your fascia, either allowing energy to flow or keeping energy blocked up. All of this is available right now. This isn't the future, this is right now. Before YouTube became YouTube, before Google became Google, before we all now went to these places and it just seems normal to use them, before something becomes normalized, it is misunderstood and it is laughed at. So right now, when we're talking about bioresonance technology, there's a small group of people that use them and are, to do incredible things. But for the majority, most people don't even know what it is, let alone understand how it works. I first learned about the bioresonance scan technology from one of my teachers, Dr. Mark Armstrong. He has an office here in Atlanta, Georgia, where his office is literally full of futuristic gadgets that do incredible things. He's an acupuncturist, and as an acupuncturist, he has a very sound understanding of the meridian channels. That is the word that the traditional Chinese medicine gives, the energy pathways that's inside the body that allows nutrients to go where they need to go and do what it needs to do. So when he introduced it to me, it was introduced as a way for me to get, to learn what's going on in my body outside of going to a doctor and letting them, draw blood out of us. For me, with my history, that if you haven't already heard, you can go to my About Me video. I don't trust the doctors. They pumped me up with medication and I had a whole bunch of health problems. They were responsible in the death of my sister, my grandfather, my grandmother. So if I can do something outside of the realm of my body being invaded, I would. So when I did it, it was able to detect insane things. It was able to detect my history of asthma as a child because of the markers within my lungs that were there. It was able to detect my fear of abandonment from my father leaving when I was 8. That's still inside my fascia. The depth of what I was able to discover is still in the frequency signatures of my cells. It just blew me away. And I haven't looked back ever since. Why would I not want to know what's going on in my body in real time? Blood tests, stool tests, and urine tests are like Fred Flintstones. It's the Flintstones in comparison to the Jetsons, when we're in the age of where the Jetsons technology is a reality. So it just makes no sense whatsoever, especially because even in the medical world, they're using it and they're just trying to figure out a way to integrate it to where they're not losing all this money because they've set this infrastructure for an old way of getting information. So it's the next wave. Like if you want to be ahead of the curve and be able to optimize your health based off of what's actually going on inside your body, right? To get your levels of hydration, to get your omega-3, omega-6 fatty acid ratio, to see if you're deficient in magnesium, to see if you need more vitamin C, to see if you need to eat more fiber to create a more healthy microbiome. All of these things can be determined with this scan. You just have to learn how to do the scan and then learn a little bit of how to take the data to see what's going on. I help you with that with the consultation that comes with the purchase of the scan that you get to use for the rest of your life. But that's just one. for prolonged, assistance, but you really don't even need that much. After the first 1 or 2 times, you'll see it. You'll say, oh, I get it. And then you'll be able to use it as a way for you to have your own biological journal per se. Like, we all know the value of taking our thoughts and experiences and writing them down in a journal so that years later we can reflect and learn from our experiences. The same principle applies. With the bioresonance scan, you get to see what your body was going through at that period of time to develop a history that can be visually seen like nothing else that can do that, right? There's nothing else that can do that right now. So if you want to get ahead of the curve, then just get the bioresonance scan. Or you can wait till everybody else gets on it to be a part of the late adopters. When you get your scan, the way it works is simple. All you do is your profile is created and you speak into a mic. So the most important thing for the scan to work the way it needs to work is for you to have a quiet space, because it's taking the voice imprint and it's taking the data from your voice, which I broke down, and it's piecing it together to determine what's going on inside your body. So if you have noise that's happening and you try to record, that's not going to be clear. But if it is quiet and you just speak for 10 seconds using the instructions that I give you, a very neutral voice, a tone of voice that communicates truth that you don't have to think of. When you do that, the results are flawless. It's really just that simple. If we take a look at where we will be now, let's 30 years ago, we never imagined that we would be here with this type of technology, with these type of internet speeds, where we're doing what we're getting ready to do. But even in just 20 years from now, everybody will use bioresonance. Whether it's being measured through voice, whether or not you'll just hold your phone and your phone will tell you, hey, your magnesium, your vitamin C, you need to eat these foods today. This is going to be the fundamental technology that's going to revolutionize everyone's health. The machine is accurate. I did these tests before I brought this to you. I made sure that I know that this thing works. And I did that by giving this test to my practitioner friends who eat well, who live well, who have all their own herbal products that they take on a day-to-day basis. And from doing those 3 scans, they simultaneously went and got the stool test, went and got the blood test. And when they got those results back, we compared them side by side by the bioresonance scan. And the bioresonance scan was not only able to confirm it, but give them more information so that they would have a better integrated approach to handle the problems that both of them detected. So it's not a matter of, is this accurate or not? It's just a matter of, hey, with the data I'm given, what do I do with it? And again, you get the consultation, so you're gonna get the clarity. And then from there, you'll be able to do it yourself. The goal is to take you from where we're at in the health paradigm to completely revolutionize it to now where you don't have to guess. There's no more guessing about your health. Now you can know exactly what you need to do based off the real-time data. You don't have to donate blood or pee on a stick and wait for results. You can literally do it from the comfort of your home. Before you go to sleep, speak, get your data. You don't even read it that night. Read it the next day when you have time. But now you know what you need to begin to look at. For intelligent people, there's no other choice. Like, why not? Especially when you can run the scan as many times as you want. We only recommend doing it like once every 2 months, because at that point it's just too much data, right? But if you can run every 2 months for the rest of your life for the same cost that it costs you to get 1 full panel blood test, this was easy. It only makes sense. To give more context, if you want to know a little bit more about me and why you should even be listening to this, then you can watch the video that I put up here. And if you want more information on the bioresonance scan, just look down in the description. I've put more videos for you to check out so you can begin to build the neural network to understand the insane value that this technology has to offer you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video with someone if you think it's going to be valuable for them. Again, peace, love, and light.